Dave, survivors giving dramatic accounts of how they ran into the sea to escape. Nikos Stavronidis saying we ran and fell into the water and went as far as we could. He says the wind whipping up the flames was indescribable, incredible. Others tried to reach the water but didn't make it. Rescuers reporting finding 26 bodies lying close together around 100 feet from the shore, some of them embracing as they realized they were trapped by smoke and flames. Dave?
Simon, a skirmish in the sky over the Middle East. Israel says it shot down a Syrian fighter jet that ventured into its airspace, and the military says there's been an increase in the internal fighting in Syria since the morning hours. North Korea may be taking another step toward denuclearization. There are reports it's dismantling facilities around a key launch site. President Trump is taking aim at some of his critics, wanting to revoke security clearances of 6 ex-national security officials, including former CIA Director John Brennan, who suggested last week the president committed treason at that meeting with Russia's leader. Republican Senator Rand Paul supports the move.
They are nakedly partisan, and John Brennan should not get anywhere within 10,000 yards of the government. He should have a restraining order.
Brennan says he hasn't made any money from his clearance. James Clapper, who's also on the target list, calls it very petty. They're voting in Georgia in primary runoffs, including a Republican race for governor.
Across our great state, people are really asking who's up there fighting for us.
Brian Kemp has President Trump's support. He's facing Casey Cagle, who's backed by current Governor Nathan Deal. This is Fox News. Fair and balanced.
It's the Ford Summer Sales Event. And now, while selection is best, it's the best time to buy. With amazing offers across a full lineup of Ford vehicles, now is the time to make summer go right with Ford, America's best-selling brand. Stop by a local Ford store or shop online at buyfordnow.com, because there is no better time than right now to get behind the wheel of a new Ford during the Ford Summer Sales Event. The Ford Summer Sales Event is here. Right now, get 0% APR financing for 72 months plus $1,000 Ford credit bonus cash on a great lineup of Ford SUVs. Best-selling claim based on 2017 calendar year sales. Not all buyers qualify for Ford credit financing. 72 months at $1,389 per month for $1,000 finance regardless of down payment. Not available on Expedition. For all offers, take new retail delivery from authorized Ford dealer stock by 7/31/18. See dealer or go to buyfordnow.com for qualifications and details.
They are still seeking a motive in Toronto, Canada, in Sunday's mass shooting in a busy neighborhood.
Police don't yet know why Faisal Hussein walked down a street in Toronto's Greektown neighborhood, firing a handgun and killing a 10-year-old girl and an 18-year-old woman. 13 others, ranging in age from 10 to 59, were hurt. Hussein died following an exchange of gunfire with officers, but it's not clear whether he took his own life or he was killed by police during the incident on Sunday night. His family released a statement saying he had lifelong severe mental health challenges, suffered from psychosis and depression, and that medications and professional help had not been successful. Tanya J. Powers, Fox News.
The victims of the Las Vegas shooting spree last year that left 58 dead and injured hundreds more are speaking out against MGM and the Mandalay Bay Resort for suing them.
MGM says they're trying to keep victim cases in federal court for convenience and speed's sake, but victim attorneys say any lawsuits belong in state court. MGM says they're not liable because of an act implemented after 9/11 that shields them, but victim attorney Mark Robinson says for MGM to claim the shooting was unforeseeable is a lie.
The same type of thing happened 3 years before. November 29, 2014, they had person in their hotel. His name was Dunbar. He had high-powered rifles equipped with scope and position. He had a silencer.
MGM says in a statement their employees saw Dunbar's weapons and called authorities. In last year's shooting, Stephen Paddock went to great lengths to hide weapons and intent, and that they are not comparable incidents. Jessica Rosenthal, Fox News.
New research out today on AIDS drugs could show success reducing the spread of the virus. In one study of gay men who took a 2-pill combo, none were infected with HIV. And a second study showed those who were HIV positive and took the drugs did not infect any of their partners. On Wall Street, Dow futures up more than 100 points. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News Radio.
Hey, good Tuesday morning. I'm Stevie J along with Diane Ducey in your local news. And Jamie, brought to you by your 217 mortgage team at Illinois National Bank. When you plan to buy your next home, go with Justin Gensler. and the 217 Mortgage team at Illinois National Bank. Visit them at their new location at 217 South Neal in downtown Champaign.
Good morning. I'm Jamie Monticelli with your ESPN 93.5 local news update. A road closure to be aware of as part of the 2018-2020 miscellaneous sewer repair contract, and weather permitting, Cross Construction will be making a repair to a city sanitary sewer and will close North Romine Street between Eade Street and Ellis Drive to all through traffic starting today, and that goes through Friday, August 3rd at 3 p.m. Access to all driveways and properties will be maintained during the sewer repair. A detour route utilizing Ellis Drive to North Matthews Avenue to Eade Street will be marked to route traffic around the construction zone. The Burnham Mansion will be torn down. The mansion was expected to be moved to a new location, but WCIA-TV says there was a last-minute problem and the buyer couldn't figure out a new plan in time. The school district needs the site for Central High School's expansion and is now planning to tear down the building. There will be no delays with the expansion of the high school. You're up to date. I'm Jamie Monticelli.
Hi, I'm Justin Gensler, Vice President with Illinois National Bank. Few people can say banking is their passion, but I can. I've been in the banking business since I was just 15 years old. I'm just as passionate about my community, helping you achieve the American dream, and giving back to local groups and charities. Come see me at Illinois National Bank's new location on Neal Street in downtown Champaign, and let's talk about this community we all love.
Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 47721. Justin's NMLS is 611367.
Here's your ESPN 93.5 3-day weather forecast brought to you by the Blossom Basket Florist. They turned your feelings into flowers. Locally owned and operated, Ron Bailey and his family. Just visit them, Village at the Crossing Champaign. Also on Cunningham and Urbana, call 367-ROSE or go to blossombasket.com. Good morning, Diane.
Good morning, Stevie. We've got some fog in some areas, but it seems to be burning off with the sun prevailing now. Today's high 85, 65 our low this evening with clear conditions. Sunny tomorrow with a high 84, low 64. Sunshine expected to start on Thursday with a high 82. Then a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms. 60 our low by Thursday night. Wrapping up the week with a high 78. Currently 64. ESPN 93.5.
All right, here we go on to Tuesday. We've got Dr. Todd coming up later in the hour. If you have a veterinarian type of question, you can check in with us coming up at 10 before 8. Todd Likens, he'll answer any dog or cat type questions. We'll do that. Yeah, Burnham Mansion being torn down, could not figure out where to put it. They were trying to move it. That came up short. They're going to tear that down. Jumers up for the auction block again. You want to own a hotel? You want to own Jumers? 50,000 minimum bid with a little fixer-upper thing going on in there. Yeah, that's in the News Gazette this morning. Okay, it's 7:08. President Trump late Sunday tweeted out to Iranian President Rouhani to never threaten the U.S. again or face historic consequences. The tweet came on the heels of Rouhani's warning to Trump that hostile policies could lead to the mother of all wars with Iran. Political strategist Oz Sultan, how are you?
Good. How are you doing today?
I'm fine, thank you. Okay, so all caps. First of all, I didn't know how to do all caps, so Diane taught me. So that was kind of cool. Okay, what does it all mean, Oz?
Well, I think you have to look back to what happened last week in Europe. So I believe it was last Monday, it was disclosed that Israeli Mossad had helped the German, Belgian, and French police break up a huge terror network that included a couple of Iran-sponsored terrorists that were going to carry out a bombing with a TATP bomb. So you kind of look at that, and you look at the fact that Iran is now looking at Arab leaders as soft targets when they're traveling to Europe again. So it's like the 1970s all over. Coupled with the fact that we know Iran's a state sponsor of terror across a number of countries in the Middle East, and is involved in destabilizing efforts not just in Syria but in Iraq and now Yemen. I think President Trump is kind of setting sort of the tone for what his foreign policy is. Over the course of the past couple of months, we've told all of our allies, including India in the region, to stop buying Iranian oil And now I think President Trump is backing that up, understanding the fact that there's the geopolitical complexity of a lot of people being supported by their oil to this. I think President Trump's mandate here is if we can put the same type of economic pressure on Iran that we put on North Korea by, doing the same thing to China, basically saying stop buying coal from them, stop buying practically every good from them, that we can come to some sort of negotiated settlement. And with Iran, we've got a couple issues. We've got the challenge of terror. We've got the risk of them producing nuclear weapons. And we're also aware of the fact that Iran had bought, medium-range weapons from North Korea in the past. So there's all of these challenges that are kind of, factors I think we need to consider inside of what President Trump's rhetoric has been. And then secondarily,
I was going to say, for 10 years we've been hearing that Iran's going to fall on its own weight. There are plenty of resistors, people that don't want what they've got in Iran. And some say when it was 2010, whenever that was happening in Tehran, had Barack Obama supported that, maybe it would have happened. Is that still possible, where with the support of the West, there could be a change of regime in Iran?
I think Barack Obama's policies were short-sighted, right? So we negotiated a huge deal with Iran. We sent them pallets of cash. And, what was the net result, right? The net result is now we have more destabilization in Syria. We have more Iranian involvement in regional conflicts with, YPG and a variety of the other on-the-ground forces that are there. And now we have destabilization in Yemen, right? So, from Iran's hegemonical perspective, they've always kind of looked at themselves as wanting to be leaders inside of the Middle East. That's always been Saudi's role. Why? Because you have a split in between a 80%, 90% Sunni population inside of, Middle East Muslims and a very small population of Shias, and Iran being predominantly Shia. They present just an interesting challenge nowadays, right? We want stability. We want regional stability. We want to be building towards that. We'd like to stop war in Syria, and we'd like to keep our partners in Europe safer. But what it looks like, every single time Iran turns around, they're trying to extend their hegemony into additional countries. They are leveraging either terror or mayhem to do that, and a strong stance needs to be taken. Now, whether or not you like the way that President Trump went about this, he's proven himself to be unpredictable in these matters. And, I think for 40 years worth of traditional negotiating and 40 years worth of traditional foreign policy, it's different. The Council on Foreign Relations wouldn't be writing a guideline saying to send, nastygrams and anger tweets. But it sets a tone, it at least starts a discussion that we weren't having previously. And at the same point in time, it sets the further tone that, we're not going to take these types of activities from Iran. And if it's really war that they want, we have other ways of cutting them off.
Israel just shot down a Syrian jet who crossed into their airspace. That's just breaking news right now. So we'll see what happens to that. Certainly, it's a hot spot in the world.
Is it a Syrian jet or a Russian jet?
I thought it was said, or maybe it was over Syrian airspace. Somebody violated Israel's airspace. Just getting pieces of it now. Are you seeing the same thing?
Yeah, for the past week and a half, you've had, basically you've had Assad pushing into basically the southwest near the Golan Heights. And what he's doing is he's driving a bunch of refugees into Israel. So I don't know if this is a destabilization tactic, but they have been advancing on that front. And if it's a Syrian jet fighter that went down, this is just continued aggression on the part of Assad.
Oz Sultan, how do people find you as a political strategist and read you? What do they do?
You can find me on Twitter at Oz Sultan. I published recently in the Army Cyber Defense Review on ISIS, so you can take a gander there. And I have a blog on Newsmax where you can find me every week.
Oz Sultan, hey, thanks for your time. Appreciate your insights.
Thank you.
You bet. 7:15 with Oz Sultan, S-U-L-T-A-N, ESPN 93.5. We'll jump to our sports headlines. I don't think we need more than one Cardinal recap here this morning. That's all we're going to need. Cardinals are closer to last place than first place now. Cincinnati beats the Cardinals last night.
Oh, boy.
Really good story with Daniel Ponce de Leon.
Yeah, no-hitter through the 7th inning.
They had to take him out. He had too many pitches, but he did not allow a hit. Imagine coming out of a no-hitter, but he'd thrown 116 pitches. I got some comments from this kid who had brain surgery a year ago. They didn't know he was going to function, let alone pitch.
Right.
And he made his Major League debut last night. It was beautiful. But the Cardinals continue to play really bad baseball, and I'll cite 2 examples coming up.
Okay, and you'll hear some action tonight as the Cardinals are at Cincinnati's 6:10 start here on ESPN 93.5. Here's your Redbird recap.
And then I'm going to play Daniel Ponce. What a good name. Ponce de Leon.
This Redbird recap is brought to you by Travel Wisconsin. Plan your fun today at TravelWisconsin.com.
With Ricky Orton, I'm John Rooney in Cincinnati, where it was such a high for Daniel Ponce de Leon. In his Major League debut, he threw 7 no-hit innings. The Cardinal bullpen was able to hold a 1-0 lead until 2 outs in the 9th inning. Bud Norris gave up a home run to Eugenio Suarez, and then Norris gave up enough hits to lose the game 2-1.
So exciting to see what Ponce de Leon was able to do. He threw 116 pitches, so he couldn't continue. That was not a hard decision for Mike Schilt to have to make. Jordan Hicks had the 8th, and then Bud Norris just didn't have it in the 9th.
Bud Norris got the first 2 outs, but he left the pitch over the plate to an all-star third baseman.
And the Cardinals really didn't have a lot of opportunities on the offensive side either. They only had 1 run on 5 hits. Otherwise, there'd be more breathing room for Bud Norris.
Tonight in Game 2, Austin Gomber against Homer Bailey. The Reds won 2-1 last night.
Hi, folks. This is Wisconsin Tourism Secretary Stephanie Klett, and I was just wondering, have you ever had the feeling that you're right at home, even when you're miles and miles away? Well, that feeling has a name, Gemütlichkeit, and you'll find it when you visit Wisconsin. From the minute you arrive, it's all about friendship, warmth, and good cheer. That's Gemütlichkeit, and that's Wisconsin. Go to TravelWisconsin.com and let the Gemütlichkeit begin.
Out of the gate with 5 runs in the first. Arizona beat the Cubs 7-1, and they've got a game from Wrigley at 7:05 tonight, heard on US 105.9. Chicago White Sox over the LA Angels. That final was 5-3. They've got a game late tonight at 9:07. The Bulls have claimed Antonius Cleveland off waivers from the Atlanta Hawks. Ryan Lochte is also trending in the world of sports. Have you heard about this?
Yeah, did take some substance.
Yes. And, wasn't banned substances. It was the way that he did it through an IV that caused him to be banned
Ryan
through
Lochte's
2019.
been controversial, right?
Exactly.
He was at the gas station or something and ripped something up.
Right.
He's a swimmer.
Exactly.
Calm down.
A 10-month suspension for behavior on a drunken incident that was a widespread scorn in the Rio de Janeiro Olympics in 2016.
Yeah, that's right.
So anyway, anti-doping officials noticed after he posted himself giving himself the IV on social media.
Not rocket science there to post on social media you're doing something illegal.
And then there's some quotes here saying, I should know better. So.
Yeah, well, good.
There you go.
We learn a little bit, huh?
Jim Delaney opened things up 30 years. He's been in that position.
He's been there a long time. We got the Jeremy Warner Show coming up. We hope you'll listen 9 to 11, all about Liddyville to University of Illinois. Only one place to get your official Liddyville gear. That's Game Day Spirit. Game Day offers the best selection of Fighting Illini apparel for the upcoming football season and more. Online, GameDaySpirit.com. Here's your weather.
All right, we've got sunshine and a high 85 expected today. 65 with clear conditions tonight. Tomorrow up to 84, down to 65. 82 on Thursday. And then a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Right now the temperature's at 66 on ESPN 93.5.
All right, we're going to check your Fox Business Minute, brought to you this morning by Starla Carr at Provident Financial Group in Champaign, where partnerships are built on trust. Find Starla at ProvidentFinancialGroupLLC.com. A couple more thoughts about the St. Louis Cardinals. I'll do that coming up. Also, a chance to win lunch for 10.
Nice.
Big Grove Tavern. You can text in, qualify. We'll do that in just a few moments as well. It is Tuesday. Dr. Todd Likens in a half hour. If you have a pet question, text line 359-2255.
From the Fox Business Network, thousands of Nike workers are about to receive a raise. The Wall Street Journal says the company reviewed its employees' pay and how it awards bonuses and decided to make changes. Nike says it wants to support a culture in which employees feel included and empowered. Several Nike executives left the company this year. Some were accused of improper behavior. Harley-Davidson's recent quarter was stronger than expected, though its motorcycle shipments were down from a year ago. Business improved outside the U.S. Harley's warning that new tariffs in Europe will have an impact on its business. Eli Lilly's quarter also stronger than forecast. Verizon reporting a stronger than expected quarter. Google's parent company Alphabet reported sharply higher earnings after the Wall Street close yesterday. The Dow was down 13 yesterday. NASDAQ added 21. S&P gained 5. With the Fox Business Report, I'm Jenny Cosola.
Have you checked your Google search results lately? What the internet says about you can have a big impact on your life and your livelihood, even if it's not true. Fortunately, you can now control how you look online and in online search results with ReputationDefender.com. Call 800-566-7906 now for your free reputation analysis. Our dedicated experts and patented technology can help make your online search results look their best. Call 800-566-7906 to learn more or visit ReputationDefender.com.
Hi, I'm Habib, and this is your Motivational Minute. Repairmen, we all need them one time or another. The washer or dryer needs repair. The mower quits when the grass is already tall. Yes, we all have things that need repaired at times and we call a repairman. But have you ever thought that we personally need a repairman? We may. We all have bad habits that need fixing, but you know what? We don't do anything about it for years or decades. On the other hand, if the air conditioner goes out when it's 95 degrees, by golly, we'll call that repairman the same day. We can pick just one of our bad habits and try kicking it for 1 month. The idea of cutting it out forever may seem impossible, and we may give up before we've started. So instead of trying to cut it out eternally, try cutting it out for 1 month. It's enough time for us to see the positive effects of what we've done, but a short enough time for the end to always be in sight. Have a bad habit? Now's the time to do something about it. I'm Habib, and this was your Motivational Minute. See more at HabibHabib.com.
Is there a greater combination than pizza and beer? Or pizza and beer with all the games on the big screen? Nope. That's why Rafters Draft and Dough is dedicated to all three. Although there's more to the menu than classic pizza combos, with salads, appetizers, wings, and grinders. And top it off with a 5-beer flight of the always rotating craft beers on tap. Rafters, the place to be after a hard day of play this summer. Rafters Draft and Dough, 1906 West Bradley Avenue, Champaign. Follow them on Facebook.
How would you like to travel to Ireland, the Emerald Isle, with Larry Canfor? You could. Or maybe it's 5 countries and 7 ports during our cruise to Asia in January. 5 countries, 7 ports. Or maybe the beauty of Sedona, Arizona, or the incredible, incomparable Alaska, or a Rhine River cruise to visit the real Oktoberfest. Hi, it's Stevie J, and I invite you to the very first Stevie J Travel meeting to showcase our upcoming year of travel. Join me along with former Busey Pillar Cup director Mary Beth Karasik and Bill Owen, our travel designer. We'll meet at the iHotel and Conference Center July 31st from 4 to 6. And at that meeting, I'll give you a coupon for 20% off at Houlihan's if you'd like to have dinner there that night. Stevie J Travel presents our upcoming travel plans. iHotel and Conference Center, Tuesday, July 31st, 4 to 6 p.m. We will see you there. Now, there's going to be a kind of a Grand Canyon tour that includes Sedona in there. And then Rhine River is from Amsterdam to Basel, Switzerland. So there's some really cool things we're planning. And maybe you'll say, I got a call yesterday. So I think we're going to have 50 people. I mean, we're getting a lot of responses.
That's terrific.
So we'll see you at the iHotel a week from today, 4 to 6. Okay, so the St. Louis Cardinals lose last night. It kind of epitomized the year.
Right.
I mean, you had, in fact, I would like to know historically, and I do not know this, but how many people make their major league debut and do not give up a hit? You make your major league pitching debut, you don't give up a hit. How many guys in history have done that? Daniel Ponce de Leon did that last night. And what makes the story incredibly compelling is that a year ago, he was on the ground after a ball hit him in the head. It was Victor Caratini. It was at AAA. It was a Cub. They were playing at AAA. It was Cardinals, Cubs, Springfield. I think he was Springfield, Memphis. And he took it right off the head. He went into surgery. They did not know he was going to function as a human being, let alone ever pitch. And he made the decision that he's coming back. And he talked about it. He said it had nothing to do with him.
If that journey was not drawn up by me or myself, obviously there's greater one drawing this plan up in story, and it's God's plan. And I got 10 family members here, and they all support me throughout, from when I was in Little League to where I am now. And my wife's family's all here, and they travel well.
Your dad said you're the cool guy. He's nervous. He was much more nervous.
Yeah, he likes to talk a lot, and I think that's how he gets it out. And I just pray for some calmness and focus. That's about it.
Daniel Ponce de Leon did not allow a hit in his major league debut. I'd like to know how many pitchers can say that. Now, I mean, let's say 5+ innings, because there have been relievers that show up, make their debut, and don't give up a hit. Well, this is a starter who doesn't give up a hit. He's pulled after 116 pitches because it was a little wobbly. They were hitting the ball pretty hard toward the end. But what an outstanding effort. But the Cardinals couldn't hold it. I said bad baseball 10 minutes ago. Yachty, who's a Hall of Famer, one of the greatest Cardinals of all time, love him. Yadier Molina, your team leader, is on second base. Fly ball deep to center field. Almost goes over the wall, but doesn't. The guy catches it on the wall. Yachty doesn't tag up. There's nobody out. Yadier Molina, hey, he has to be on third base. Then Ozuna, fly ball, would have scored him. That'd have been 2-0. Later in the game, Tommy Pham, triple. Can't stay on the base at third. No outs. He's out. Mistakes like that you can't make at the major league level should have been 3-0. And the Cardinals just went on to lose another heartbreaker, and that's kind of the season. You generally don't do great things when you fire your manager during the year. So I think for the first time in a decade, the Cardinals are going to have kind of a quiet August, September. It's a long shot at this point, and the Cardinals will not compete for the National League Central Division for 5 more years if they don't do something. Go spend $500 million and get yourself a Machado or a Harper. That's what it's going to take. You're going to have, and you couldn't get Giancarlo Stanton, which is a little bit of an ouch. Didn't want to play in St. Louis. Ouch. You got to go get somebody because you don't have the team.
I've got some statistics here. Ted Brightstein pitched a no-hitter in his first major league start, October 4, 1891.
Okay, then.
And Bumpus Jones of the Cincinnati Reds threw a no-hitter October 15th, 1892.
So nothing past the 19th century.
Wow.
Okay. Very unusual. Text in, what do you think? If you're a baseball person, that's my assessment. Cardinals don't have the horses, my friends. They do not have the horses to compete with the Cubs for the foreseeable future.
Here's one in 1953. Bobo Holoman with the St. Louis Browns. Looks like he's in his first major league start.
Yeah, a lot of people showed up for Bobo. I remember that. Anyway, 359-2255 is my assessment of the Cardinals wrong. I say they don't have the team to compete with the Cubs until Bryant and Rizzo go unsigned by Chicago, which is like 2022. So it's a while. And unless they do something, and they tried to get Giancarlo, couldn't get him. So it's a bit of a face saver. You got to go get somebody like a Harper, and there's rumors he's going to go to Chicago. So the Cubs are just going to reload and get somebody even better for right field.
Wow.
If that happens, then sit back and enjoy the Cubs for the next decade because that's what it's going to be. Cardinals aren't used to that, and they do not have the team. I didn't think they did coming in, and I know they don't now. They got really good young starting pitching, but they don't have the hitters. They do not have the thump. 359-2255. If you agree with my assessment or if you don't, let me know. We're going to come right back. Got your news next. It's ESPN 93.5. It is Tuesday,
the 24th.
Walmart patents audio surveillance technology to record customers and employees. I'm telling you, we're living in the Truman Show, man.
Yeah, we are. So they're recording what we say to each other.
I think it's just completely, you need to go out there like you did if you ever went on stage. That's your life. Which is good for terror.
I guess.
But you better not be hiding anything. Because we know. All right, news next, 7:30.
At AutoZone, helping you get more done is what we do best. Like with the AutoZone Rewards program, you'll earn a $20 reward every time you spend $20 or more 5 times. It's just one more way to get more done. Right now, save with a great deal on Armor All canister wipes and get 2 for only $8. Visit any of our 5,500 locations nationwide and let us do more for you. See program terms on AutoZone.com/rewards. Restrictions and details in store. Items must be purchased on same sales receipt.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Fox News Radio, I'm Chris Foster. Satellite images show the North Koreans may be making good on a promise made during last month's summit with President Trump.
According to an analysis of images by 38 North website, the regime has been dismantling its main missile engine test site over recent days. The facilities included a rocket engine test stand. Another facility was identified as a space launch vehicles and a rail-mounted processing building.
Fox's Rachel Sutherland. Extreme weather is affecting Americans on both sides of the country. Heat in the west, rain and flooding in the east.
Excessive heat warnings and heat advisories stretch from the desert southwest through California and up towards the Pacific Northwest. Many record highs will be possible. Meanwhile, excessive rainfall and flooding is likely over the East Coast from Florida to Maine. Flood watches and warnings are up for parts of the Mid-Atlantic and the Northeast.
Fox meteorologist Janice Dean. Fox News. We report, you decide.
Good morning. I'm Jamie Monticelli with your ESPN 93.5 local news update. The Burnham Mansion will be torn down. The mansion was expected to be moved to a new location, but WCIA-TV says there was a last-minute problem and the buyer couldn't figure out a new plan in time. The school district needs the site for Central High School's expansion and is now planning to tear down the building. The state has taken notice of 5 area school districts for racial inequality when it comes to discipline. WCIA says the State Board of Education says the districts have disproportionately punished non-white students for several years. There are 84 districts in the state on the list. Those include Champaign, Danville, Georgetown, Westville, and Hoopeston. Some Illinois Red Cross volunteers are headed to help with storm recovery in Iowa. WEEK says the American Red Cross of Central and Southern Illinois regions has sent 22 volunteers to Iowa. The communities of Pella and Marshalltown were among those hit. You're up to date. I'm Jamie Monticelli.
Thank you, Jamie. Let's check your ESPN 93.5 3-day forecast from the National Weather Service.
Okay, we're looking good today with sunshine and a high 85. 65 our low this evening with clear conditions. Sunny and a high 84 tomorrow, down to 64 Wednesday evening. Great as we head to Crestview Park for the live jukebox band for neighborhood nights Wednesdays at 6:30. Thursday, partly cloudy with a high 82. 30% chance of showers after 1. Right now, the temperature's at 65 on ESPN 93.5.
Well, you enjoy soup and salads, taco platters, and burgers and sandwich specials. You also receive free validated parking starting next week through August 3rd. Text everyone's welcome. No, I'm sorry. Starting now through August 3rd. You text in and you can talk to your phone when you text. Everyone's welcome at BGT, Big Grove Tavern.
Mm-hmm.
You can do that right now. We're going to take qualifiers, and we'll have a simple drawing in a week. Enjoy classic tavern, modern flair. Learn more at BigGroveTavern.com. Big Grove Tavern, 1 East Main, downtown Champaign. Big Grove Tavern, Big Grove, big flavor. Lunch for 10. Text now, 359-2255. Everyone's welcome at BGT.
Okay.
Text it in, you'll get in.
I just looked over Tim's comments. Cardinals aren't playing to win the Central Division right now. They're playing for the wild card. Best case scenario, this continued play of the Cardinals will help them get rid of Mozeliak. Mo's got to go.
I don't know. I know that if you don't get a big person like, I think, Harper or Machado, there's just going to be I don't know what you can do. You're just so shy of players. You have good major league players, but there's nobody great.
Mm-hmm.
Carpenter's been playing great, but that's about all you got. And you're just so far. You're 6 games from last place. Wild card. You're 6 games from last. I don't know about talking wild card.
I see. And then Tim is saying, you Cardinals already tried to pick up Cubs leftovers. How's Fowler working out for you?
No, not so good. Want him back? Yeah, it's not much fun. And this is weird because when we garnered the Cardinal franchise in 2011, I was pretty jacked and kind of a Cub fan. And then because the Cardinals were so kind to our business, I kind of got into the Cardinals.
Yep.
And so ever since, it's been like we're always there, either in the playoffs or close. Last day, I mean, all that. This is not going to work out so well because it's not even August, and it's what the Cubs went through every year. Johnny always said, I don't have to worry about the Cubs past June. Now that's changed.
Shoot.
Unreal. All right.
So the BGT is coming in now.
Okay. Everyone's welcome at BGT. Just text it in. You have a chance to win lunch for 10.
That's right.
Honda BMW Champaign. Stopped by yesterday. Ken said that he heard me.
Excellent.
Checking the floor at the BMW. He's in charge of Beamers.
Thanks for listening, Ken.
Yeah, Ken said he was laughing. But I said it's true. I'm looking around. I said, somebody dropped something. We must pick that up. If we're going to eat crisscross applesauce off your BMW shiny white floor. It's a great dealership, folks. They're an award-winning dealership. Ben Quattrone's got it going on with the Honda President's Award. I was in service the other day. Said, you guys got a little pressure now. You got to stay great. They laughed. They're really good at everything. You want to get into a vehicle? Go see Honda. They've got so many choices, and you're going to get a great deal. But they want you to be a customer for life. DriveChampaign.com, their terrific website. DriveChampaign.com, off of Neil at Burwash in Savoy. This is an award-winning dealership. Visit them today. All right, ESPN 93.5, that story about Walmart. Walmart wants to listen to its workers and shoppers more, a lot more. America's largest retailer has patented surveillance technology. It could essentially spy on cashiers and customers by collecting audio data in stores. The proposal raises questions about how recordings of conversations would be used and whether the practice would even be legal. Very bad idea, says Sam Lester, Consumer Privacy Counsel of the Electronic Privacy Information Center. Business strategist, profit expert, co-author of the Michael Gerber book, The E-Myth, Chief Financial Officer, Fred Parrish. Fred.
Good morning.
We're recording you.
Great.
This is,
how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. What's your take on this new idea?
You know, when I first heard about this, it does have that creep factor to it. But, you know, the more you think about it, companies have really been looking for ways to monitor employees for 100 years, you know, really even since the Industrial Revolution, to gain efficiencies and do things better and provide better service. This obviously is the 21st century version of that. But, it's just a patent at this point. The full system is not operational, and it may never be implemented. But it does raise a lot of questions, doesn't it?
Well, I mean, I guess if you look at it this way, when you're working a phone, you're trained to say certain things, and those are recorded. So if a customer checkout person at the checkout doesn't say, did you find everything you were looking for, you can correct it.
Well, and that's exactly the purpose that Walmart has stated. It is they want to monitor how many, the sounds of the bags being shuffled, how quickly the items are being scanned, what the interaction is with that customer, if the clerk is using the right script to greet the customer, and to improve that interaction. So that's exactly right. And, when you call customer service lines now, you are told that the call is going to be recorded. So it'll be the same kind of thing if they do ever implement this.
Okay. All right. So it's just living in the 21st century. And I've just said the Truman Show starring Jim Carrey is kind of our life now. Good morning, good afternoon.
Absolutely.
If I don't see you, good evening. I mean, it's just that's where we are. We're documented. I mean, I still think back to the Boston Marathon bombers. Amazing. We were able to find them with all the cameras that were out there. Amazing. So that's
exactly right.
For that, it's good. I guess for those that think they have privacy anymore, forget about it.
Absolutely. And, it is the world we live in. And so I would say, just like I would tell anyone, be careful what you put on social media. The world we live in, you need to be careful what you do and how you go about doing it.
All right. How do people find Fred Parrish?
TheProfitBeacon.com.
And your book, The E-Myth, Chief Financial Officer, is everywhere?
Yes, it is actually coming out this week.
Well, congratulations. Good work.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Fred. Fred Parrish is his name. ESPN 93.5. All right, so we had the Big Grove. Plenty?
Yes.
Lots coming in.
There are some comments, too. Jim was saying, no way the Cardinals will see the wild card. The bullpen is absolutely terrible. Way too many errors.
What happened, though? I mean, the Cardinals are the number one team in baseball for errors. What? That's like, wake up. That never happens. St. Louis doesn't do that. And then just last night, I mean, Yachty not tagging? I think you'd do it if you were 12. That's what it was. And he's my guy. He's great, but how do you not tag? Those are the little things in the big show. You can't make those mistakes when your margin isn't very big. And listen, it's been amazing. It just isn't amazing right now, but it's been amazing. Mm-hmm. Let's see what happens if the problem is for Cardinals, it's the Cubs. It's not Milwaukee. It's not Pittsburgh, although they've won 10 in a row.
Now,
it's the Cubs.
And this all falls on Mo is another Cub.
Well, he built the team. Yeah. Team's not very good.
That's right.
If you want to make that change, I don't care at this point.
And then a comment about what Fred Parrish was just saying, but do Walmart employees really make enough money for this kind of scrutiny?
Well, again, no matter what job, I mean, think about the phone answering people. The people on the phone at most places that are pretty high level, all being recorded, probably by a third party that's training. They go back, say, okay, listen to your tone. Mm-hmm. They're making $9 an hour. Yeah, I guess, it's their right to train. They just don't have, if you have a supervisor kind of training you and hearing your words, they're going to correct you. Mm-hmm. Same thing. This is the same kind of thing. So it's not like it's just evolved into making it simpler. And if you don't like it, don't work there, right? That's kind of what you do.
That's right.
359-2255, 359-2255. You want to text in this morning.
And if you want to text in regarding a pet question, our pet pro, Dr. Todd, is coming up inside the next 10 minutes.
And today's theme, dogs eat things. Stand by.
Oh, boy.
Grab your blankets. Enjoy a movie outdoors. How about this? This is so cool. It's this Saturday night. Fighting Illini Football Memorial Stadium. Busey is the sponsor.
Uh-huh.
This is fun. This is free drive/sit-in. Mark your calendar. Double feature. Good movies, too. Despicable Me 3, 6 p.m. This is in Memorial Stadium on the floor. And Black Panther. Terrific movie. 8 p.m. Doors open at 5:15. Enter through gate 24, please.
Okay.
Parking in the northwest and northeast lots of State Farm Center, as well as lot E14 as well. Busey wants you to get your family together for a free event.
Nice.
Partner with the Fighting Illini Athletics, Illini Movie Night. The first 500 will get a free Illini popcorn bucket. Moviegoers are welcome to bring their own food, drinks, and blankets. Concessions will be available. Alcoholic beverage, thank you, not permitted. Family.
Right.
Need a seat for viewing the movie? Guests are welcome to sit in the stands on the west side of the stadium as an alternative to watching from the field. Lawn chairs are not permitted on the field. So it's like a blanket and sit or go to the stands. For free family fun under the stars, attend the Illini Movie Night sponsored by Busey this Saturday, Memorial Stadium. Connect with Busey on Facebook and RSVP for this latest movie night information.
We went last year. It was so fun. I can't remember the movie.
It doesn't matter. Does it really matter?
It was that Hawaiian girl who's real.
Oh, Moana.
Yeah, thank you.
New Zealand, man.
Exactly.
Busey, member FDIC. Thanks for sponsoring this Illini night and movie night. How fun is that going to be? All right, we're going to check your sports coming up. I've already railed about the Cardinals, but good news about some of the Cardinal pitching. That's good. But it's all about the Cubbies, who got whipped last night. But again, they're in pretty solid shape. Milwaukee, I believe, won, so they gained a little bit. But I think it's all about the Cubbies. We'll get details coming up.
Hey, next time you pay for parking, forget the spare change and use Mobile Meter instead. It's available all over Champaign-Urbana, and it's the easiest way to pay for parking. Download the Mobile Meter app, store your credit card information, then select how long you want to park. That easy. Download the Mobile Meter app or go to mobilemeter.us. Game Day Spirit, the official fan store of the Fighting Illini, is hosting its first ever epic clearance event starting Friday, August 3rd. If you love the stadium sale selection and prices, then you'll love this summer liquidation extravaganza. It'll be 3 full days of great deals, but you only find this amazing sale going on a game day on the corner of Neal and Kirby, August 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Be sure to follow Game Day Spirit on Facebook for sale details and previews. Game Day Spirit. Go Illini!
Yep, and don't forget Jeremy Warner and Austin Berkland live outside the elevator. They're kind of the greeters in downtown Chicago.
Yeah.
For the Big Ten meetings. They were big yesterday. Had a lot of good people on, including Dave Wanstadt, former Bear coach. Get Out and Go RV at one of our sponsors. Get Out and Go RV in Hoopston. Get Out and Go is the only place in central Illinois you'll find little guy Teardrop Campers. Visit them near the intersection of routes 1 and 9
Those are so cute.
To see the little guy Max, the little guy Mini Max. Visit them online, getoutandgorv.com. Crossroads Corner Consignment, unique line of rare line of memorabilia and antiques. Find the perfecto gift for the longtime Illini fan. Crossroads Corner Consignment, Illini signage, drinkware, and more. The inventory is ever changing. 723 South Neal. Turn west on William to access their parking lot.
Sounds good. In fact, it was a long question, but a good one. Paraphrased, it was asked of Michigan coach Jim Harbaugh after all the hype and then the subpar returns.
Well,
he said his phrase, improvement will lead to success, which will lead to championship.
Yeah.
Next question, please.
Jim Harbaugh is just Jim Harbaugh. He is an odd individual. Period.
It says, meet the muted, quiet, docile Jim Harbaugh. No fireworks during this appearance. No great quote. No statement of confidence. So
I mean, it's
and you have to be up there for 15 minutes. So
well,
it's kind of awkward.
It just isn't happening with Jim Harbaugh. But nobody's shocked. That's just kind of what. He was on Colin Cowherd a few years ago, and Colin finally said, "Jim, I can't keep going. This isn't working."
Right.
And it was just odd. He's just an odd guy. Happens to be a pretty good football coach.
Right.
I don't think Michigan's clicking their heels about him. I mean, he had amazing success at Stanford. And San Francisco 49ers took him to the Super Bowl, lost to his brother, Baltimore. Anyway, okay, let's jump to a quick sports before we get to our Ask the Vet. Stand by. Here we go. ESPN 93.5 Sports Headlines.
St. Louis was beat by Cincinnati. That final was 2-1. We're getting a lot of comments about the Cardinals and their future.
I said...
I know you're stirring the pot.
No, it's true. I said the Cardinals cannot compete with the Cubs for the next 5+ years as they are built.
And, another text, and this all falls on Mo. So
okay, he's the guy. So do whatever you're going to do. Get Theo to come down.
Yeah.
How about that? Theo Epstein to join the Cardinals. I'd take him.
Okay, then.
Why don't we get Theo Epstein? That's the best idea I've had in a long time.
Go.
We'll get Theo
Instead
Epstein.
Of talking about all these Cub players that you want to come down.
Forget about $400 million for Harper. Give Theo $100 and have him come down.
You've got the answer, Stevie J.
That's exactly what you do. You get the guy that can build it. He built Boston and Chicago. Get Theo.
Yeah, he did.
Money talks. Let's go.
6:10 tonight, you'll hear Cincinnati hosting the St. Louis Cardinals on ESPN 93.5. One of the, stars of the performers yesterday was the no-hitter for 7 innings from Danielle Ponce de Leon.
He did a great job. Just really disappointing to lose to Cincinnati with 2 in the bottom of the ninth. I mean, it was 2 outs, 1-0. Oh, let me give you a batting practice ball. Home run.
Right.
Ouch.
Arizona over the Cubs 7-1. Out of the gate, the Diamondbacks had 5 runs in the first. 7:05, you'll hear the first pitch over on US 105.9. By the way, Cub Cardinal tickets could be coming your way as you come on by to Pia's on Friday night between 7 and 9. We'll have the giveaway by the end of the broadcast, and you'll be there on Sunday evening, Cubs versus Cardinals at Busch. And that game has been bumped from a day game to 7:08 start on Sunday the 29th. Chicago White Sox over the LA Angels. That final was 5-3. They've got a game late tonight at 9:07. What's trending now is Ryan Lochte using an IV to get the vitamins. It wasn't a banned substance. It was the style of injecting the vitamins.
Yeah.
He needed to be in a hospital according to the rules. He's saying this is a new rule that not too many people know about. He posted this on social media on May 24th, which prompted the investigation. He is a 12-time Olympian medalist and is shooting for Tokyo 2020. He will be the oldest swimmer at the age of 36 if he makes it to that goal. He's saying this blip could keep him out of the pool, at least Olympic style, until July 2019. So, anyway, Ryan Lochte trending now in sports.
Yep.
I'm Diane Ducey on ESPN 93.5.
Okay, stand by. We will ask the vet. Dr. Todd Likens will be coming up on ESPN 93.5. It is 7:50. You have a question, you can text it in at 359-2255. Shop CMI, Chemical Maintenance Incorporated online, CMIClean.com, 359-6262. Need laundry services for your business? CMI can help. Most importantly, CMI getting great results for their clients. Are you discarding a lot of linen because of staining issues? Is your linen rough and not soft? CMI can work with you on controlling your costs by using the state-of-the-art dispensing system. They also offer monthly service reports checking the pH of the linens, the dispensers, and they'll make sure you have minimal rewashing. Save money, shop local. Betsy and Brad Parks, their team, CMI, serving all of Central Illinois. CMIClean.com for more information. U of I Meat Sales Room on Maryland Avenue off Florida Urbana. Before you tailgate, make a stop at the U of I Meat Sales Room for the freshest meat, sausages, bacon, eggs, and all your meat needs. Tuesdays and Thursdays, 1 to 5:30. Fridays, 8 to 1. And U of I Community Credit Union. Apply for the official card of Fighting Illini Football at IlliniCard.org. New card holders can score 50,000 bonus points when you spend 5,000 on the card within the first 90 days. Redeem points to fly anytime, anywhere with no blackout dates. Apply today at IlliniCard.com. Both sponsors of Jeremy Warner coming up after 9 this morning, live from the Big Ten meetings.
IlliniCard.org.
Okay, doggy not working.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Todd Likens, the Pet Pro. How are you, my friend?
Good morning, guys. I'm doing good today.
Good to have you back on the show. Todd is a veterinarian extraordinaire. $20 for the dog wash. All you have to do is go see him at Madison Kirby, also next to the police station in Mohammed. Today's theme, dogs eat things.
Yes, we've had lots of issues, and some of them very serious issues with dogs eating things they shouldn't. So, like we had one, like last Sunday, somebody had a cookout, and they had corn on the cob, and they left the cobs. And guess what? Doggy decided he wanted to eat the corn cob. And
shouldn't eat the corn cob. Shouldn't eat the corn cob.
No, because it got stuck in the intestines. He ate it. Dogs don't chew it up. They don't chew 10 times before they swallow like we're supposed to. He just ate it whole, and it got stuck. And a few $1,000s later, Doggy is back on the streets again.
Oh, my. So, golly. Okay, because I put a corn cob out for the squirrels, and sometimes it's the old
I don't think they eat them whole either.
Yeah, they eat the kernels on the squirrels, but the little whole thing is still out there. I mean...
But see, even stuff like that, you should clean up outside.
Yeah, right.
Back in the vet school days, they talked about the birds can leave a fungal disease, histoplasmosis, in the little droppings on the ground, and then the doggies go out there, and because doggies eat everything,
yeah, they do.
They'll eat that, and they can get fungal infections.
Gotcha.
I had another dog this week that we don't know why. It's only a young dog disease, but an 8-year-old doggy decided to eat a carpet type thing.
Carpet.
And so major obstruction again from eating carpets. You know, all that string and everything, it can't get through and it binds up.
Man.
So, I generally warn people with young dogs they should get insurance because this is what puppies do. But it's unusual for an 8-year-old dog to do something like that.
By the way, I have insurance based on your recommendation. Went with Embrace. I pay $17 a month. I'm covered for $10,000 with a $1,000 deductible. I got checks in the mail for Charlie. I think it was very, very impressive. Hey, Bruce. And I think it's a good idea in this day and age. Corn cob eating dogs, $2,000 bill. You'd only have to pay $1,000 of that and still be covered for another 8 or 9. So.
Right. For the lifetime of a dog, I honestly feel you're at least going to break even on something like that.
Yeah, right.
Because a lot of dogs need arthritis meds as they get older, and these type things are covered.
Yep.
And it's just, over the course of their dog's life, you're going to need it. You especially need it in the first year when birth defects show up and puppies do things. And so I definitely recommend it for the first year.
I'm a big advocate of it because of the way the costs have gone up. And when you have to do surgery, it just costs money. So, of course,
absolutely. You don't want to be put in a tough spot about what to spend the money or not.
Yeah, I know. That's awful. And of course,
we're having fun with our 5-month-old little Olive, half Australian Shepherd, half Rottweiler. She is a digger. She's digging all kinds of holes, and she's having a blast and you can see the dirt just going between the legs. It's great.
Yeah.
But Mike says, when I'm mowing, it's not so fun.
Not so fun. Oh, potholes. Yeah.
Yeah, we've got holes in my yard that we say that go halfway to China. I mean, I've got whole dogs that disappear down the holes they're digging. They actually go into like a den type thing, and the rest of them sit around and watch you can watch the dirt flying out. It's pretty cute.
Well, my doggies like to go find mice, and I think that's yucky because they dig a little for that. Okay, we got a text.
Yes. How do I know when my pet ribbon snake is big enough to switch him from pinkies to fuzzies on the feeding?
I don't get any of that. Do you understand that?
Do you do much with snakes?
Talk about what to feed him. You know what? I am not a snake expert. I do 4 species, dogs and cats and dogs.
Oh, yeah, but his pet snake. He is a pet snake.
Right, a ribbon snake.
I know.
I got you.
So, so that's out of my expertise area.
Well, go to Sailfin or something.
Sailfin will help you.
Sailfin, they've got plenty. Okay, well, thanks for that, and hope your pet snake's good. Okay, Todd, people can find you where?
I'm here at Kirby and Mattis, or right on 150 in Muhammad. And don't forget, we got Taste the Wild 30 pounds for $39.99. Let's see anybody beat that price.
That's crazy. Taste of the Wild, fantastic premium food, $39? You have a 3 in front of that?
$99.
Crazy.
We're under that 4-0 that everybody else is over.
No, so. everybody's over that. Well, good job. All right, we'll talk soon, my friend. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Dr. Todd Likens, the Pet Pro, Madison Kirby, also next to the police station in Muhammad. Taste of the Wild is really good food. Okay, we'll be right back. News next.
I wanted braces because it would make my smile look better and I would have more confidence to talk to people.
I am a happy person, so I'm always smiling. I noticed over the years that my teeth were shifting, making me feel self-conscious every time I smile.
You can have that great smile and self-confidence you're looking for with orthodontic treatment at Illini Smiles Dental Care and Angel Smiles Dental Center, where they take pride in happy, healthy smiles. Their customized treatments can give you a perfect smile at any age. Whether you're llooking for traditional braces or Invisalign, their state-of-the-art technology ensures the most accurate fit for the quickest results. This summer at Illini Smiles Dental Care in Champaign and Angel Smiles Dental Center in Rantoul, they're offering no money down on traditional braces. Both offices do accept a medical card for orthodontic services through the age of 18. Schedule a free consultation today by calling Illini Smiles Dental Care in Champaign at 356-3335 or find them online at IlliniSmilesDental.com or by calling Angel Smiles Dental Center in Rantoul at 892-8868 or find them online at AngelSmilesDentalCenter.com. Illini Smiles Dental Care and Angel Smiles Dental Center, where they're ready to give you your best smile.
If you're looking for a great car dealership, look no further than Honda BMW of Champaign. Ben Quattrone and his team just received the Honda President's Award in 2017, meaning they're one of the best Honda dealerships in America. They offer great deals. They have a tremendous service department with problems fixed right the first time and customer service that'll keep you coming back. So before you buy, make sure you give the award-winning Honda BMW of Champaign a chance to earn your business. Just off Neal at Burwash and Savoy, online, drivechampaign.com.
At AutoZone, helping you get more done is what we do best. Like with the AutoZone Rewards program, you'll earn a $20 reward every time you spend $20 or more 5 times. It's just one more way to get more done. Right now, save with a great deal on Armor All canister wipes and get 2 for only $8. Visit any of our 5,500 locations nationwide and let us do more for you. See program terms on AutoZone.com/rewards. Restrictions and details in store. Items must be purchased on same sales receipt.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
The 166th Annual Champaign County Fair at the Champaign County Fairgrounds is going on now. Daily admission just $5. Kids 12 and under get in free. Today at the Champaign County Fair, don't miss Senior Citizens Day. Live music for seniors in the air-conditioned hall beginning at 12 p.m. The Junior Dairy Show takes place at 1:30 today. From 5 to 10:30 p.m., don't miss another $25 unlimited ride bracelet day. And then at 7 p.m., it's harness racing at the grandstand. Tomorrow, it's Livestock Day with the Junior Swine, Beef, and Sheep Show. Then at the grandstand at 5 p.m., don't miss motor motorcycle races, followed by the Dick Andre Memorial Race at 6:30. Have you bought your tickets yet to see Trace Atkins? Tracy Lawrence and Confederate Railroad, they're live at the Champaign County Fair July 27th at 7 p.m. Thanks to Reynolds Towing, Blaine's Farm and Fleet, Parkland College, Illini FS, Champaign County 4-H, Zahn Farms, your LG Seed Dealer, Snyder Insurance, Craig's Concrete, and Carl. The 166th Annual Champaign County Fair is going on now. Don't miss it. Get more details at champaigncountyfair.cc.
You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.
It's a very, very petty thing to do. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. That's the reaction from ex-Director of National Intelligence James Clapper among the Trump critics targeted by the president to possibly have security clearances revoked. Fox's John Decker live at the White House.
President Trump is looking into revoking the security clearances of several former high-level officials who've criticized him, among them former CIA Director John Brennan, retired General Michael Hayden, and former National Security Advisor Susan Rice. White House spokeswoman Sarah Sanders.
The president is exploring the mechanisms to remove security clearance because they've politicized and in some cases monetized their public service and security clearances.
Congressman Adam Schiff, the top Democrat on the House Intelligence Committee, has called this effort, quote, a cowardly action of someone who is afraid of criticism. Dave?
Now, John, President Trump is getting ready to take off. He's going to head to Kansas City. He'll do a fundraiser there and do some politicking. The same day, there is a runoff election in Georgia for governor. One of the candidates is backed by President Trump. The other Republican in the runoff is backed by the current governor, Nathan Deal. A wildfire disaster in Greece has left at least 50 people dead.
I said, my God, we must run to save ourselves and nothing else. Terrible.
He ran into the ocean with the flames chasing him down to the shore, burning his back. Hundreds had to be rescued from the sea as two fires burned along the coast and torched homes and seaside resorts. There's a massive flood in Laos after a dam burst. Hundreds of people are missing, an unknown number killed. It's going to be another scorcher in the southwest. It's already 88 degrees at 6 a.m. in Phoenix. Could be a record-tying 117 today.
Excessive heat warnings are up for parts of Southern California, Nevada, and Arizona. Death Valley got up to 120 degrees yesterday, and it could go higher this week. The heat warnings are in effect through tomorrow for some parts, Thursday for others.
That's Fox's Jessica Rosenthal. Fox News, fair and balanced.
It's the Ford Summer Sales Event. And now, while selection is best, it's the best time to buy. With amazing offers across a full lineup of Ford vehicles, now is the time to make summer go right with Ford, America's best-selling brand. Stop by a local Ford store or shop online at buyfordnow.com, because there is no better time than right now to get behind the wheel of a new Ford during the Ford Summer Sales Event. The Ford Summer Sales Event is here. Right now, get 0% APR financing for 60 months plus $1,000 bonus cash on the 2018 EcoSport. Best-selling claim based on 2017 calendar year sales. Not all buyers will qualify for Ford credit financing. 60 months at $1,667 per month for $1,000 finance regardless of down payment. For all offers, take new retail delivery from an authorized Ford dealer stock by 7/31/18. See dealer or go to buyfordnow.com for qualifications and details.
A hearing in the case against Paul Manafort was canceled this morning, but they're still working on jury questionnaires, getting ready to put President Trump's former campaign chairman on trial in a case stemming from the special counsel's Russia investigation.
5 witnesses being granted immunity to testify in the upcoming federal trial of President Trump's former campaign chairman, Paul Manafort. A federal judge Monday released the names of James Brennan, Donna Duggan, Connor O'Brien, Cindy Laporta, and Dennis Ryko, who are all believed to work for financial institutions. Manafort is facing charges, which he's pled not guilty to, of bank and tax fraud related to his work in Ukraine. District Judge T.S. Ellis also granted a request Monday from Manafort's lawyers to delay the start of the trial so Manafort's legal team can sort through thousands of documents. The trial is now delayed until July 31st. In Washington, Sean Langell, Fox News.
In North Carolina, 3 casinos were raided. Authorities believe they were illegally operated by the Tuscarora Nation, which lacks federal or state recognition as a Native American tribe. There are 26 members of that nation that were arrested. Controversy at a restaurant in Texas, where a customer who was vilified has been exonerated.
A waiter who claimed a customer stiffed him on a tip and wrote on the check, "We don't tip, terrorist," is in hot water. Saltgrass Steakhouse originally stood by 20-year-old Khalil Cavill and even barred the customer from the restaurant. But now it says it's discovered the employee fabricated the entire story. In a statement, the West Texas restaurant says racism in any form is intolerable. Falsely accusing someone of racism is equally disturbing. Cavill no longer works at Saltgrass. As for the wronged customer, he's invited back for a meal on the house. Carmen Roberts, Fox News.
On Wall Street, stocks could rise at the opening bell. Dow futures up more than 100 points. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News Radio.
Jeremy Warner coming up in an hour, brought to you by the Illini Quarterback Club, the official booster club for Fighting Illini football. Join them Fridays prior to each home game for pregame luncheons, many other special events throughout the year. Family membership started just $60. Visit IlliniQBC.com. And Big Ten Media Day coverage sponsored by Value Check, Cost Plus Food, 8-foot aisles, carpeted floor. This is your premier shopping experience. Check out their weekly specials and like them on Facebook. Value Check, 1914 Glen Park Drive in Champaign.
Good morning. I'm Jamie Monticelli with your ESPN 93.5 local news update. A road closure to be aware of as part of the 2018-2020 miscellaneous sewer repair contract, and weather permitting, Cross Construction will be making a repair to a city sanitary sewer and will close North Romine Street between Eade Street and Ellis Drive to all through traffic starting today, and that goes through Friday, August 3rd at 3 p.m. Access to all driveways and properties will be maintained during the sewer repair. A detour route utilizing Ellis Drive to North Matthews Avenue to Eade Street will be marked to route traffic around the construction zone. The Burnham Mansion will be torn down. The mansion was expected to be moved to a new location, but WCIA-TV says there was a last-minute problem and the buyer couldn't figure out a new plan in time. The school district needs the site for Central High School's expansion and is now planning to tear down the building. There will be no delays with the expansion of the high school. You're up to date. I'm Jamie Monticelli.
Thank you, Jamie Monticelli. We check your ESPN 93.5 three-day forecast from the National Weather Service.
Up to 86 with the partly cloudy conditions today. 63 our low tonight with a 10% shot at showers. High 85, low 65 in tomorrow's forecast. Looking good on Thursday with a high 84. And then a 30% shot at showers after 1. Right now, the temperature's at 70 on ESPN 93.5.
Lovey Smith coming up with Jeremy Warner after 9 this morning. Brought to you by Awesome Machine Sales and Rental, your Toro headquarters. Stay away from the big box stores this summer. Schedule a demo of a Toro MyRide Zero turn mower. Toro MyRide Zero turn mower. Check that out today. Toro MyRide Zero Turn Mower. Several models up to $300 off. Get more info, awesomemachines.com, simply awesome. And if you're going to Campus Town, parking safe and easy in the Campus Center public parking deck. Deck's at 509 East Healy Street, open 24/7 with the rates starting at $1 an hour. For additional rates, more information, go to campuscenterparking.com. Again, campuscenterparking.com. All right, 808, want to lose 10 pounds? All right, we always like to stay up to date on new stuff. It's called the military diet. You can lose 10 pounds in a week. The military diet. What the heck is that? Ralph Peterson is a diet specialist. Okay, Ralph, there's 9 million diets. What's the military diet?
All right. The diet, the military diet, this is where you're going to get all jacked up and ready to go like the military. No, it's it's another one of those. You're going to really quick, you're going to lose a ton of weight, and you're going to feel better. The truth is, with any diet that promises 10 pounds in a week or 30 pounds in 30 days, you have to be a little weary because it's all about lifestyle. You can, I'm sure, lose 10 pounds in a week, but to what end? I've tried hundreds of these kinds of diets. I used to weigh 350 pounds. Wow. I've lost 150 without doing any. I've tried every one of these fad diets. I've never had success on it. I would do the little induction phase. I do the 2 weeks, no carbs, just protein, really restrictive. And at the end of the 2 weeks or the 10 days, I would fall head first into the largest piece of pizza. I'd eat everything in sight, and I'd end up gaining way more weight. always happened to me. And so I would say with the military diet, although it sounds great, in a week you could be 10 pounds lighter, the truth is you got to stick with the diet for a lot longer than a week. And you're not going to lose weight that fast long term and keep it off. So the big message is it's super great to want to get fit and healthy. It's super great to want to be in military shape. But the way to get in military shape takes a lot longer than a week. And it takes a lot more to do.
Well, and you're essentially, you have to change habits. That's the key, is changing habits, and that does take a while.
It certainly does. But my book, Adventures in Dietland, How to Win at the Game of Dieting from a Former Fat Guy, I address all about the how. Forget the diet plan. I use Weight Watchers, but you can use Jenny Craig, you can use Atkins, the Whole 360, the F-Factor diet, whatever diet works for you. I never knew how to diet. I didn't know what's the best day to start a diet. I used to always try to start a diet on a Monday. I have found out after years of failing to start diets on Mondays, the best day to start a diet is on a Friday because you overeat, or at least I always did. If I was going to go on a diet, I'm going to start my diet on Monday, I would overeat like crazy over the weekend because I would be in that mindset, I'm never going to have pizza again, so I might as well have 2 of them. I'm never going to have donuts again, so I'll get the whole dozen. I'm never going to eat Chinese food again, so we'll go twice this weekend. And, of course, come Monday, I would crash and burn because I would be so hopped up on all this sugar and carbs that it would set me up for big-time failure come Monday morning. So it's all about how to diet.
Yeah, and you really have to want to do it. You have to really deeply, because you wanted to do it, but you kept failing.
I think that a lot of people really want to. They just don't know how to. They just don't. It's the how do you stop overeating? I was a huge stuffer. At 350 pounds, I was obese. If there was food next to me, I couldn't pack lunch because even though I just ate breakfast, if I put my lunch pail beside me in the car and I had a 30-minute commute to work, I would have my hand in that lunch pail on the way to work. I couldn't be trusted to have food beside me.
Yeah. There's a lot of people who love just the process of eating, the taste of it, everything. And I guess the best and easiest advice, but nobody can do it, is eat when you're hungry, stop when you're full. But we don't listen to the full part, do we?
No, and you know what? I got to push back a little bit on that because I always heard that the way you can tell when you're full is just take a moment to listen to your body.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you guys. My body has been a fat liar for years.
Okay.
It lies to me. Forget about it. My feelings are fat pigs. They lie to me. If I'm happy, my body goes, we should celebrate with some donuts. If I'm sad, say, what would be really good right now, make you feel better with some donuts.
Yeah, right. No, I get it. It's Ralph Peterson. The book is Adventures in Dietland, How to Win at the Game of Dieting from a Former Fat Guy. You are 5 stars on Amazon. Everybody loves your book.
It's so great. I've been so blessed. I've been getting a lot of positive feedback. And, again, I'm not telling you what diet to do. I'm teaching you how to diet, how to win. And you can win.
That's awesome.
You can win.
So what do you weigh this morning?
I weigh 200 pounds.
Wow.
I have a 34-inch waist. I had a 48-inch waist.
Wow. Look at
I
you.
had a 22-inch neck.
Wow.
Here's a tip. Burn your fat clothes. Every time you go down a size, don't take that 4X shirt or that 3X shirt or those 48-inch pants and go, I'm going to save them for later because I know me. I know that sooner or later I'm going to get back to it. Stop with that attitude. Burn those fat clothes. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. And let me just quickly say that I know a lot of people have a problem with me saying burn them. And if you can give them away to a charity, that would be fantastic. I do caution, please don't give them away to a friend.
Yeah.
I had a friend who had gastric bypass surgery. I did not have surgery, but he had gastric bypass surgery. And so when he lost a ton of weight very quickly, he asked me if I wanted some of his clothes. So I was like, absolutely, I'll take those 4X shirts, those 48-inch pants. He had some nice jeans. About 8 months later, we're at a dinner party, and he says to this woman, he goes, hey, can you believe I used to be that big? The clothes he's wearing, those used to be mine. I suddenly became his before picture. That was so depressing. And I vowed right then, I was like, if I lose this weight, when I lose this weight, I'm never giving my friends my fat clothes.
Wow. Well, Ralph, it's compelling. The most compelling part of you is your passion and your authenticity. That's why you're successful, and congratulations on what you've done.
Thank you so much. And please follow me on social media, Ralph Peterson 08. I really appreciate
Ralph Peterson 08, the book Dietland, How to Win at the Game of Dieting from a Former Fat Guy. Well done, Ralph.
Thank you.
Great meeting you. There you go. ESPN 93.5, Ralph Peterson. All right, Lovie Smith taking the microphone in about 20 minutes. Jeremy will be there and have it all for you after 9 this morning. Stand by for that. Quarter after, I talked a lot about the Cardinals last hour, lamenting, whining, pretty much. And we have some
Cardinal fans just remember that Friday night big game, 18-5 over the Cubs. Will
one
that
game.
Make you feel better?
Nope.
Okay.
359-2255. We have a few Cardinal texts we're going to get to coming up. Let's check sports.
And one about the ownership and how much money the DeWitt family's been raking in over the years, and sending a message to them by not going.
We'll talk about that.
Okay. Well, I want you to go, especially to that Sunday game with the right field box seats that were given away at Pia's. Join me between 7 and 9 off Springfield Avenue. They've got that 10-ounce slugger burger. I hate to mention that after our diet segment. But in any case,
it's okay to eat.
Right.
He's talking about overeating.
And maybe you could split that with a friend as you sign up for the 4 tickets.
It's so much as portions, and it's hard because the process of it, and it tastes so good. And it's hard to stop, particularly if it's a real lovely Alfredo dish. Oh.
Is that your weakness, Stevie?
I love fettuccine Alfredo.
I see. All right. Well, Cincinnati over the Cardinals 2-1 yesterday. We've got a game from Cincinnati at 6:10 here on ESPN 93.5. The big highlight of the moment yesterday was this no-hitter for 7 innings pitched by Daniel Ponce de Leon.
Amazing
Especially
first
after
game.
14 months at trying to, get back in action after being hit by a line drive and having a brain injury.
Surgery. Didn't know he was going to function well.
Right.
Amazing comeback. And he was wonderful. The Cardinals have some terrific young pitching. There's no doubt.
Arizona over the Cubs 7-1 yesterday. We've got another game, 7:05 start from Wrigley on US 105.9, where you'll hear me from 9 to 2. And I'm excited about our coverage about the Champaign County Fair and things like that too. It's good stuff over there on US 105.9, Cubs fans. High fives all around.
Betcha. Yep.
Chicago White Sox over the LA Angels. That final was 5-3. 9:07 is the start on the West Coast tonight. On to the Bulls. They've claimed Antonius Cleveland off waivers from the Atlanta Hawks. For you basketball fans, also trending in the world of sports is Ryan Lochte, the 12-time Olympic medalist, took an IV of vitamins. It wasn't a banned substance. It was the style in which he, injected these vitamins.
But you could have the vitamins. You couldn't inject the vitamins.
That's right.
I don't get
and then
what's
posting
the difference.
it May 24th on social media to prompt the investigation.
Yeah, that was stupid. But
kind of a bonehead move.
I don't get it. Why, if you can ingest it, why it's the same stuff?
They want you to do it at the hospital.
Okay.
And not, rogue like he was doing it.
All right.
His goal is to be at Tokyo in 2020, and he'll be one of the older swimmers at that time at the age of 36. Seems like with Jim Delaney opened things up yesterday for our Big Ten Media Days in downtown Chicago, where Jeremy's broadcasting live after 9, talked about his 30-year career, and then the big finale of the 15 minutes of each coach at the mic, and they got through half the coaches yesterday. Jim Harbaugh. Boy, was that an exciting finish. Or not so much.
No, I've got it here.
Lovey today, and I wonder how we feel about Lovey, because he's kind of humdrum on the mic.
No, he's just kind of, we have a good ball club. We're very confident in our direction.
I mean, should they take the Stevie J broadcasting
training
school of being more,
Yeah, I could help them all.
Exciting on the mic?
Jim Harbaugh.
Coach Crowley Sullivan, Spartans Wire. He came into Ann Arbor with perhaps the most hype of any coach in the history of the Big Ten, maybe in all of college football. A few years later, you've got a third place, and fourth place finish.
Ouch.
And you're 1-5 against Michigan State and Ohio State. What do you have to do this year to demonstrate to the Michigan community that you are on the path to achieving what they hired you to achieve?
Well, the improvement will lead to success, will lead to championships.
Thank you.
All righty
We'll
then.
take our next question.
Yeah, that was pretty much it.
Next question.
Wow. Jim Harbaugh yesterday. Okay, Lovey will be coming up.
Sounds good.
8:20 ESPN 93.5.
From the Fox Business Network, Amazon is launching its Prime Now food delivery service from Whole Foods in more markets. Among the new locations, Fort Lauderdale and Miami, Florida, Manhattan, Long Island, and Brooklyn, New York. The one-hour delivery service is now available in 24 markets. E-cigarette company Juul Labs is now facing multiple lawsuits from parents, schools, public health advocates, and the FDA over its popularity with younger users. Juul is accused of marketing the product as safe. Wired says the lawsuits claim the e-cigarettes can contain more potent doses of nicotine than cigarettes. Alphabet, the parent company of Google, had a much stronger quarter than expected. It's making more money from advertising and cloud computing. The Dow was down 13 yesterday. The Nasdaq added 21. The S&P gained 5. With the Fox Business Report, I'm Jenny Cosola.
Have you checked your Google search results lately? What the internet says about you can have a big impact on your life and your livelihood, even if it's not true. Fortunately, you can now control how you look online and in online search results with ReputationDefender.com. Call 800-566-7906 now for your free reputation analysis. Our dedicated experts and patented technology can help make your online search results look their best. Call 800-566-7906 to learn more or visit ReputationDefender.com.
This is Rob Meyer with Provident Financial Group. As independent financial advisors, we can help ensure you're following a strategy that makes sense no matter what the market is doing. Take control of your financial life with a complimentary consultation. We will create a plan that's right for you. Contact us today at 3017 Village Office Place in Champaign or call us at 217-366-3456 or online at ProvidentFinancialGroupLLC.com.
Securities and advisory services offered through Commonwealth Financial Network, member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Houlihan's is now offering Sunday brunch from 9 to 2. Enjoy some of Houlihan's favorites in addition to new brunch items such as stuffed French toast, buttermilk pancakes, Southwest skillet, house-made quiche, avocado toast, and mushroom, spinach, and goat cheese omelets. Have Sunday brunch outdoors with a mimosa or Bloody Mary in hand and great company at Houlihan's on their beautiful, secluded patio. Can't make it to brunch? Houlihan's has patio play every Thursday this summer from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. featuring live local music. Check out Houlihan's on their Facebook page.
8:23 last hour, I was lamenting a little bit about the St. Louis Cardinals. I said, I don't know if they're going to be able to compete as built for the next 5 years against the Chicago Cubs. And that's kind of the barometer because they're in the same division. Cardinals lose a heartbreaker last night, but it kind of epitomized the season. Good pitching, not good baseball, just making mistakes they shouldn't make. They lead baseball in overall total errors, which is so un-Cardinal-like. And we had some texts come in, 359-2255.
From John in Camargo, the DeWitt family purchased the Cardinals in 1995 for $195 million. Forbes magazine currently values the organization at nearly $2 billion.
Wow.
It doesn't count the hundreds of millions the team generates every season. The Cardinals are third in attendance in MLB over the last 20 years and 12th in their payroll. There's only one thing that will inspire ownership to change anything. Empty seats. Join the movement. Send a message.
Well, let me just say, it's been pretty bad this year, but it hasn't been bad since, 2008, 9, 10? I mean, I don't even know. It's been great.
Bunch of spoiled Cardinal fans with all the wins.
You got to the playoffs 5 straight years. The last 3 have not been so good, but you did win 100 times the last time you were in the playoffs. I think you lost to the Cubs in the playoffs. The last few, it felt like a sinking feeling. They went out and tried to get the best home run hitter. He just didn't want to play for you, which kind of hurt me. So what they do have to make the decision that they're going to go spend what they never spend. The only way to change this is to bring better players. You had Albert Pujols. He was a premier guy that you developed. Cool. Mm-hmm. Unusual, but cool. I don't think you got anybody like that right now. You got nobody as a hitter in that pipeline that I can see is, I'm curious about Tyler O'Neill. He hit 3 home runs at Memphis yesterday. So I'd probably, in the last couple of months, if it doesn't look like anything's happening, do something with Dexter Fowler. I mean, I don't know if you can keep him. You're just going to lose a bunch of money on it. Nobody's going to pay anything for him. He just isn't very good at baseball right now. And so you got to figure out who you can get in there that will give you some pump, some thump. I mean, something that just right now they cannot compete. Can't even compete against Milwaukee Brewers right now. So it's what it is. They tried to get guys, didn't work out, but they've been great. I mean, you got to be okay. I mean, you don't boycott seats now. I mean, they've been great.
Albert Pujols returns from the DL and will start against the White Sox. Did you think that's when things started to take a turn when he went to the Angels?
You look back, it was probably a good idea not to sign him if you look at the stats.
I know. That was a big
It was only 260 these days.
Only.
Well, Bryce Harper's going to get $300 or $400 million. Manny Machado gets $300 or $400 million. It's the new contract. That's how much. So as it goes now, $25 million for Albert. It just his stats have decreased as they expected.
Right. I mean, he's 38.
Well, right. They think they don't even know.
Okay.
They don't really have a good birth certificate on that one. So in any event, it was just Cardinals. Well, we don't pay that kind of. Well, guess what? You couldn't get the guy you wanted. Maybe it's losing a little. You got to go do something.
Right.
The fans demand it because you spoiled us. We were always in it. I mean, in it. Now, August, September, you're hoping you stay out of the basement of the National League Central. You're 6 games from last place and 8.5 from first place.
They've got such cool giveaways. The Adam Wainwright bobblehead.
Well, listen, the Cardinal fans are really tough because, again, we expect so much.
Right.
Most errors in baseball and bad baseball. Yachty not tagging from second to third if you saw the game. Inexcusable for a star like that. And then Tommy Pham coming off the base. I know you're going fast, but you got a tripled lead off the inning, and you can't hold on to the bag, and you're tagged out.
All right. Well, we got a 217 texter saying you can't abandon the Cardinals after one non-competitive season. They're stuck between rebuilding and competing. Once they figure out which direction, they'll be able to figure it out.
I think they're rebuilding.
And
I really
I'm
do.
a Cubs fan. Josh in Tuscola.
Okay. And yeah. And for the Cub fans who have suffered so long, this is wonderful. This is your time. You have the best team, I think, obviously in the Central, but maybe in the whole National League. I think the Dodgers are going to be competitive with them, and I think that's about it. I think it'll be the Cubs and Dodgers, and then you got to deal with Boston and Houston and some really good American League teams. It's really, really hard, as we saw, how to win one World Series. In this stretch, the Cubs should win more than one. I think they should win a few right now because they've got so many good players. So, and you got a great manager. You got a great Theo Epstein's amazing what he's been able to build. But the Cardinals have got to realize reality is you can't be that patient if you want to compete in the near future. You got to go buy some people if you want to compete. Otherwise, you got to fight in there and hope you get a wild card. That's going to be it. And it's hard to digest that, being so spoiled.
Mm-hmm.
They're a fabulous franchise. They treat people amazing. It's an awesome environment. Can't wait to go down there when Grace throws out the first pitch August 2nd.
Yes.
But it's frustrating right now. And believe me, the ownership is very frustrated if they fire a manager for the first time in their ownership history. They fire a manager before the season's over.
How is your daughter, Miss Illinois, doing on her throw? Is she working with Christian and Benjamin?
Well, we
on
haven't
the toss?
thrown in a while. And she just, Janet and I took her to the airport at 4:30 this morning. And she's off to Orlando for the Miss America Teen.
Wow.
And Miss America Orientation's what she's doing for the next 5 days.
So you had some traveling going on. I know I had a sibling weekend. My sister Susan and Jamo are listening now as they head back to the D.C. area. My sister Mary Jean also on the road heading east to visit some friends. So thank you so much to the siblings for listening today.
Well, we appreciate them, and we appreciate all Ducey family members that a strong part of Tolona for so many years. All right, we'll be right back. It's ESPN 93.5, 829. You want to text in, you're always welcome about anything. 359-2255. Jeremy Warner coming up with his live broadcast. Lovey Smith after 9 o'clock. Be listening for that when Lovey takes the microphone. Brought to you by your Champaign-Urbana McDonald's. Your quick stop for breakfast, lunch, or dinner on game day. Local owner and operator, and happens to be a Purdue fan and grad, Scott Miller, invites you to one of his stores this summer and fall before you tailgate and after the game.
Yes. And
by MX Electric, veteran owned and operated, serving our community for over 15 years. No matter the size of your electrical issue, MX Electric wants to be your company.
Relax. Call Max 217-359-7213.
All right.
Napa know-how. If you know how to pick something up and put it in a bucket, you know how to save 20%. This week only, buy a Napa bucket for $2.99. Fill it to the top, and boom, you're a savings genius. So hurry in and save, because the Napa 20% off deal ends soon. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how. Napa know-how. At participating stores, exclusions apply. Minimum 3 items. Offer available July 23rd through July 31st.
Fox News Radio. I'm Chris Foster. At least 60 people have been killed in a wind-driven firestorm in Greece. Others ran into the water to escape and had to be rescued by boat.
Nikos Stavronidis saying, "We ran and fell into the water and went as far as we could. Others tried to reach the water but didn't make it. Rescuers reporting finding 26 bodies lying close together around 100 feet from the shore, some of them embracing as they realized they were trapped by smoke and flames."
Fox's Simon Owen. Russian hackers reportedly infiltrated some American power companies last year and could have caused blackouts.
The Wall Street Journal reports the hackers, who were working for state-sponsored groups called Dragonfly or Energetic Bear, exploited the networks of vendors who had relationships with utilities. The Homeland Security Department isn't saying which power companies were targeted, but officials do say there were hundreds of victims.
Fox's Rachel Sutherland. Fox News. We report, you decide.
Good morning. I'm Jamie Monticelli with your ESPN 93.5 local news update. The Burnham Mansion will be torn down. The mansion was expected to be moved to a new location, but WCIA-TV says there was a last-minute problem and the buyer couldn't figure out a new plan in time. The school district needs the site for Central High School's expansion and is now planning to tear down the building. The state has taken notice of 5 area school districts for racial inequality when it comes to discipline. WCIA says the State Board of Education says the districts have disproportionately punished non-white students for several years. There are 84 districts in the state on the list. Those include Champaign, Danville, Georgetown, Westville, and Hoopeston. Some Illinois Red Cross volunteers are headed to help with storm recovery in Iowa. WEEK says the American Red Cross of Central and Southern Illinois regions has sent 22 volunteers to Iowa. The communities of Pella and Marshalltown were among those hit. You're up to date. I'm Jamie Monticelli.
Carpenters Local 243 in Champaign, Illinois wants to thank the contractors, developers, and business owners who utilize the skills and services of union carpenters on their projects. Carpenters Local 243 members are part of the world's highest skilled, most productive workforce. Members and contractors are committed to apprenticeship training and an ongoing journeyman skill advancement program. This provides the labor resources to ensure projects are completed. For a list of responsible contractors, call Carpenters Local 243 at 356-5463.
It seems like in every home, there's at least one room that's either too hot or too cold. Well, it doesn't have to be that way. Mitsubishi Electric has your comfort solution. Mitsubishi Electric cooling and heating systems are up to 40% more efficient with no ductwork and whisper quiet. Individual room control, giving you the freedom to find your perfect comfort level and save money too. Make your whole home comfortable again. See Lance Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing for your comfort solution and live better.
Hi, I'm Troy Lands from Lands Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Lands is your local Mitsubishi Electric Diamond dealer. Our technicians are experts at solving your comfort needs, one room or your whole house. Let us show you how a Mitsubishi Electric Heating and Cooling System can save you money now. Your comfort is our priority. Call Lands today at 1-800-AIR-REPAIR or find us online at landsinc.com. I'm Troy Lands, and you can count on my company because you can count on me.
ESPN Radio Extra Point with Randy Scott and Andrew Hawkins.
The guy who won was the guy who played with Tiger in that final round, Francesco Molinari, who stared Tiger down and beat him not only heads up, he beat him by a couple of strokes. He went 69. Tiger Woods went 71 for par. He beat him heads up, and he matched Tiger's flurry on the front nine and was able to sort of put up one of his own on the back nine where Tiger fell apart.
Yeah, I think Tiger was a little surprised. I mean, he just hasn't been in that situation in a very long time. And I think as, you know, when you're a competitor, it's just as we were surprised, I think he was surprised. And I think he got a little nervous. I mean, back when Tiger was dominating, he wins that far and away. Like if he has that lead with 9 holes to go or whatever it was, Tiger finishes that deal. I think he was a little surprised by the fact that, he was the leader. And, you know, as you said, he stared him down.
That's what Molinari did. Molinari becoming the first major champion from Italy.
Napa know-how. If you know how to pick something up and put it in a bucket, you know how to save 20%. This week only, buy a Napa bucket for $2.99. Fill it to the top, and boom, you're a savings genius. So hurry in and save, because the Napa 20% off deal ends soon. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating stores, exclusions apply. Minimum 3 items. Offer available July 23rd through July 31st.
What's that?
A frozen McCafe cold brew frappe.
So it's colder than cold brew?
Colder than an Alaskan outhouse.
Colder than a drafty igloo?
Colder than a penguin staring contest.
Colder than a meter maid's heart?
Colder than a breakup text on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I gotta get one of those.
The strong, smooth taste of cold brew coffee, ice blended into rich, creamy drinks. The new McCafe Cold Brew Frappe and Cold Brew Frozen Coffee. They're colder than cold brew. At participating McDonald's now for a limited.
ESPN 93.5 3-day forecast, National Weather Service.
Sunshine today with a high 85, 65 with clear conditions this evening. Sunny tomorrow, high 84, low 64, up to 82 on Thursday. The chance of showers at 30% in the afternoon. Right now we're at 70 on ESPN 93.5.
All right, fires in Greece, wildfires. Simon Owen covering this story from London, my friend. How are you?
Hey, Stevie. Very well, thanks.
What the heck? Wildfires in Greece, 60 or so killed? What's going on?
Yeah, it's been a deadly fire season. Greece's deadliest fire season in more than a decade, all because of what's unfolded in the past 24 hours or so. There have been several major fires. We think it's primarily 2 wildfires that broke out, both pretty close to Athens, one about 30 miles to the west and one about 20 miles to the east. These are both coastal locations. And I mean, you know, Greece does get wildfires because it gets very hot, dry summers. It can easily hit 102, 3 at this time of year, and the ground is parched, and these sort of things spread, as you'll know from the US. But what happened last night was really a different league, and something that, you know, it's one of Europe's worst wildfires in the past 20 years or so. These 2 fires breaking out, and we've had lots of accounts from people who escaped of how they simply ran towards the sea, and they ran into the sea. And one man described, you know, we were running as fast as we could. The flames were chasing us the whole way. And burning our backs, and that kind of account is played out by other stories we've heard from the Red Cross in Greece, which has described finding 26 bodies, people lying close together about 100 feet from the water, and they say that some of these people were embracing, that they'd sort of realized that they were trapped by the smoke and the fire. They realized they couldn't escape, and that the end was near, and they lay down and embrace, and that's how their bodies were found. So some pretty grim details coming out of Greece this morning.
Unbelievable. Okay, so dependent on wind and weather, I guess, huh?
Yeah, and I think there'll be questions about how it started. This is something where the Greek authorities, it seems, have some suspicions about the fact that 2, maybe 3, maybe more fires started simultaneously, both in the same region, and was there an effort there to set these deliberately and then perhaps raid abandoned properties in the aftermath. That's one theory, and the weather would have done it. They've had unusually strong winds as well, which is devastating when you've got a wildfire like this. It just whips it up and carries it along, and so we're getting these descriptions of people who got away, but also these stories of people who were unable to make it. And we think others perhaps tried to drive away and were then trapped in their cars and either suffocated or were killed by the flames. And there are some extraordinary pictures of highways with just huge flames raging on both sides of the road, and if you were in those cars trying to get away, you would have been doubtless absolutely terrified. So they declared 3 days of mourning. The Greek authorities are absolutely stretched on this. Other European countries are stepping in to help out. But the word from one local mayor is at least 60 dead, and he said that number he expects to rise.
Unbelievable.
Mm-hmm. I'm seeing that the forest fires common in Greece during their hot, dry summers, where temperatures recently hit up to 104 degrees. So that is very hot.
Well, all right. Simon Owen, live in London. I appreciate your update, my friend. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Stevie.
8:40. Man, it's awful.
Yeah, it is. And when you see the pictures of these charred vehicles and just devastation, oh my goodness.
8:40, 20 till.
At AutoZone, helping you get more done is what we do best. Like with the AutoZone Rewards program, you'll earn a $20 reward every time you spend $20 or more 5 times. It's just one more way to get more done. Right now, save with a great deal on Armor All canister wipes and get 2 for only $8. Visit any of our 5,500 locations nationwide and let us do more for you. See program terms on AutoZone.com/rewards. Restrictions and details in store. Items must be purchased on same sales receipt.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Let's face it. You're never going to get as much sleep as you want. That's why you need to make every hour of sleep you do get really count. Hi, I'm Scott Tannen, founder of Boll & Branch, and I'm going to help you finally get what you really deserve, a great night's sleep with a set of Boll & Branch sheets. Our sheets are handcrafted from pure, fair trade, 100% organic cotton, the softest you'll ever feel, and they get softer over time. They're twice the quality at half the price. Join hundreds of thousands of Americans, including 3 U.S. presidents, who sleep better than ever on Boll & Branch sheets. And make sure to check out our award-winning blankets, towels, and pillows, too. We guarantee you'll sleep better than ever on Boll & Branch sheets. So we let you try them in your home, risk-free for a month. Plus, if you order today, we'll give you $50 off your first set of sheets with promo code SLEEP. That's $50 off at bollandbranch.com with promo code SLEEP. Spelled B-O-L-L and branch.com. Promo code SLEEP.
If you're looking for a great car dealership, look no further than Honda BMW of Champaign. Ben Quattrone and his team just received the Honda President's Award in 2017, meaning they're one of the best Honda dealerships in America. They offer great deals. They have a tremendous service department with problems fixed right the first time and customer service that'll keep you coming back. So before you buy, make sure you give the award-winning Honda BMW of Champaign a chance to earn your business. Just off Neal at Brewash in Savoy, online, drivechampagne.com.
At Scotty's Brewhouse, you'll enjoy delicious burgers, award-winning wings, and ice-cold beer while watching your favorite sporting events. Join Scotty's Brewhouse for their all-day, everyday drink specials. Choose from $3 domestic or $4 craft beer pints, $5 margaritas, or try one of their new $5 Crusher cocktails. Make Scotty's Brewhouse your game day destination and enjoy these great specials available all day, every day. Scotty's Brewhouse, located at 2001 South Neal Street, Champagne's craft beer sports bar.
Hey, next time you pay for parking, forget the spare change and use Mobile Meter instead. It's available all over Champaign-Urbana, and it's the easiest way to pay for parking. Download the Mobile Meter app, store your credit card information, then select how long you want to park. That easy. Download the Mobile Meter app or go to mobilemeter.us.
I haven't had a chance to comment on Donald Trump suggesting he's going to take away the top secret security clearance for some of the former, like John Brennan, CIA director, Jim Clapper. I mean, all these people who used to be in the Obama, apparently they still have top secret clearance. And so, first of all, I didn't know that was true. I mean, does Barack Obama still have the nuclear codes? When you leave a job, you don't have the stuff, do you? People leave employment, they don't keep the key, they don't keep the pass.
Right.
I don't understand how you still have...
But it is kind of a pain. I know, the garage door and changing the keypad. And just, so,
I mean, you're telling me that you're as John Brennan, former CIA, still has top secret clearance. Why would you allow that? I mean, I don't care if it's Republican or Democrat. Why would you still have the clearance? And they say, well, you're politicizing. Oh, Donald Trump can't take criticism. Oh, I mean, John Brennan called him a treason. He was treasonous. I mean, that's penalty for treason in the United States, if you don't know, is death. John Brennan said what Donald Trump did was treasonous with Vladimir Putin. That's death. And so that's just way out of bounds from a former CIA director.
Right.
So if you're going to say, well, you just wait, the Republicans will lose their security clearance on the Democrats, I don't care. I don't think they should have it anyway.
Right.
I don't want George Bush with the nuclear codes. That doesn't make any sense. He's not in the game. When you're out, you're out. That's what I say.
Josh says Hillary kept the money.
Well, that's true.
Thanks for the text in.
359-2255. Why would you keep... I don't care if Republican or Democrat. You're out. Give me your key. Quarter till.
Hello, this is Shane Coulter from Country Arbors Nursery. Country Arbors Nursery is your local garden center, and we're fully stocked with perennials, trees, shrubs, and annuals all summer long. This week only, we're having a Fill the Green cart sale. All the 4-inch annuals and flats you can fit into a green cart without stacking for $20. We've seen people get as many as 50 plants. There are restrictions, but I promise it's the best deal you'll ever see on annuals. If you're more into shade, Country Arbors is also having a big sale on trees. Buy any tree this week and we'll give you 20% off the tree and 10% off the planting. So come out to Country Arbors Nursery or go to countryarbors.com for more information and directions.
This is Eric Boland with Provident Financial Group. As independent financial advisors, we can help ensure you're following a strategy that makes sense, no matter what the market is doing. Take control of your financial life with a complimentary consultation. We will help create a plan that's right for you. Contact us today at 3017 Village Office Place in Champaign, or call 217-366-3456, or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities and advisory services offered through Commonwealth Financial Network, member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Hi, it's Stevie J. When I needed a new roof, I called Roof Doctors. Actually called a lot of roofing companies to get estimates. But you know, I felt great talking to Randy. I felt that he was honest, reliable, and affordable, and I felt I could trust him. You know what? I was right. They did a terrific job. After they did my roof, I had them do my mom's roof. You know how much you have to like a company to recommend to your mom? With 30 years of experience and the best warranties, call today for a free estimate at 328-7529 or go to roofdoctorsco.com.
At AutoZone, helping you get more done is what we do best. Like with the AutoZone Rewards program, you'll earn a $20 reward every time you spend $20 or more 5 times. It's just one more way to get more done. Right now, save with a great deal on Armor All canister wipes and get 2 for only $8. Visit any of our 5,500 locations nationwide and let us do more for you. See program terms on AutoZone.com/rewards. Restrictions and details in store. Items must be purchased on same sales receipt.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
All right, sports headlines at 8:47.
A no-hitter for 7 innings for Daniel Ponce de Leon. St. Louis ended up losing, though. Cincinnati got some hits off of the bullpen. 2-1 was the final yesterday with the Reds on top. And they'll be from Cincinnati at 6:10 start on ESPN 93.5 this evening. Arizona over the Cubs 7-1 yesterday. From Wrigley, 7:05 is the start. Today on US 105.9. Chicago White Sox over the LA Angels. That final was 5-3, 9:07 on the West Coast for the start of that game. Head coach Lovie Smith, offensive lineman Nick Allegretti, wide receiver Mike Dudek, and defensive lineman Jamal Milan are all representing the Fighting Illini during Big Ten football media days happening today from the Marriott Magnificent Mile in Chicago. And we've got the action coming up inside the next 20 minutes.
Yep, and it'll be brought to you by Clean Right. They do more than just clean carpets in Central Illinois. In addition to carpet and upholstery cleaning, they also offer a full range of damage restoration services. Celebrating 20 years, 100% satisfaction in your money back. Clean Right, 351-4930, or visit cleanright.net, KLEENRITE.net. And by Prospect Bank, helping communities in Central Illinois and beyond. Bank smarter with custom solutions that allow customers to realize their financial dreams. Go to bankprospect.com.
Yesterday, U of I alum Nick Offerman, who also was a speaker at graduation recently, threw out the first pitch, and they invited some U of I athletes out on the diamond at Wrigley. So pretty cool action for the U of I yesterday.
Yep. Okay, 8:49.
Previously on Tay and Carp.
Fabian McRae, 3-star wide receiver. Last year, McRae hauled in 53 catches, 621 yards. A kid that can help you. Listen, give me athletes. And I know when you look at Illinois' recruits right now, 4 of them are listed as, quote, athletes. But basically it just means, look, we're bringing them in because we know they've got the athletic ability to play at Illinois. We will figure out where to play them once they get here.
Tune in weekdays 4 to 6 as Lon Tay and Mike Carpenter talk everything from Fighting Illini to Cubs, Cards, and Sox right here on ESPN 93.5.
Carmack Honda in Danville has been selling and servicing new Honda automobiles for over 40 years. Hi, I'm Gary Knight, and I am so proud to say that Carmack Honda is one of just a few Honda dealers in the United States that has a 40-year plaque on their wall. As a 40-year Honda dealer, I have committed to provide a great customer experience, and with quality Honda automobiles, satisfied customers have been returning to Carmack Honda for 40 years. Thanks to everyone for your support, and be sure to check us out at CarmackHonda.com.
Game Day Spirit, the official fan store of the Fighting Illini, will have Nike, Columbia, and 47 brand discounted low for the epic clearance event starting Friday, August 3rd. Get suited up in tees, tanks, sweatshirts, polos, and other quality Fighting Illini apparel at the lowest prices you've ever seen. The sale will be just 3 days long at Game Day Spirit, August 3rd, 4th, and 5th on Neal and Kirby in Champaign. Follow Game Day Spirit on Facebook to stay up to date on sale details and previews.
All right, we've had fun. We talked a lot about Cardinals because I was frustrated last night after they lost. Bottom of the ninth. It was 2 outs, bottom of the ninth.
Okay.
So,
I'm seeing, hey, Stevie, retired servicemen sometimes work with their defense contractors, and they need to maintain their security clearance.
Retired servicemen, say it again?
Sometimes work with their defense contractors, and they need to maintain that security clearance.
Yeah, but what's a retired CIA director who's clearly out of office? We have another director of the CIA. Why would they need that's not their job anymore. You're talking about people that are already working with whatever job. I can get that. But these are retired Democrats. In the case of George Bush, they were retired Republicans.
Here's another one says when you get out of the military, your clearance, if you have one, is good for a certain amount of years. It doesn't mean you have access, but it means you've been cleared if you need it, so you can use it for jobs that require one without having to go through that process again.
And again, that makes some sense because you go through the process. It's going to be long and arduous and hard as it should be. But to simply be the director of CIA or whatever the job is, why would you, not that you couldn't get info from your guys on the inside, but why, I just say maybe when you leave the building, you give me your pass. You don't have the little thing that gets you in the Pentagon anymore. I don't know why you would. Because of what? Because it's a fraternity? You give me your key. You did a good job. Let's have a cake. But you're done. I think that should be just across the board, Republican, Democrat. You're out of the building. You're out of the game. You can go consult. You can go be on MSNBC, and you can make a lot of money doing that. But you shouldn't still, and I don't think it's utilized much. I think it's more prestige and way to go.
Sure.
We trust you. Well, maybe that's coming to an end. Because you must admit, if you're the former CIA director, it's the first time a former CIA director has ever called the president treasonous. So there's that.
Right.
I mean, man, I know we've got a little hate going on here.
Seems to be more contentious than ever.
Well, it's like you can do it. I don't think it matters. It's not, nobody's going to care. It's just more of a diss.
Right.
It's like taking the stripes off your coat. Give me that. Rip them off. Oh. You're going to get it. We're going to get back at you, and that's what will happen.
Okay.
They'll do that to Republicans down the way, and who cares? They're out of the building. Give me your pass. I need your key.
Uh-huh.
Did you make any more copies? Where'd you put it? All right, I'm done.
Okay.
We'll be back tomorrow. Jeremy Warner standing by live in Chicago at the Marriott. What a great place.
Mm-hmm.
And they're located next to the elevator, so they see everybody. And Lovie Smith, you'll hear what he had to say, and a whole bunch of other great interviews in the next 2 hours.
I believe Lovie started at 8:45, so that's in progress now.
We like where a ball club is. He has that tone that kind of goes. We're very comfortable.
It
kind of goes up.
It brings you in.
Oh, he's just,
and he has that kind of, Lou Henson had that.
No, well, the difference with Lovie Smith, and I think he's, by all accounts, a really good man, a really good human being, a really good football coach, but I don't know anybody that knows him. I would venture to take a leap that would say this is the first major coach we've ever had that nobody knows. They're just not, he kind of does what he needs to do, but, he's kind of been there, done all that. There's no connection. That's odd for me because, I've known every coach. But it just, Lovey's a little more, quiet perhaps and a little to himself. He's a good man. It's just odd that you come to a college town and nobody really knows him. I don't know anybody that knows Lovie Smith. He's kind of just
keeps to himself.
Yeah, family guy. He's a good man.
More business.
It's just more. Usually in a college town, you really greet and meet, and everybody likes him and knows him. But that's just not the case here. And I still wish we won a whole bunch of games. We're all pulling for Lovey. Back tomorrow. Thank you, Diane.
Enjoy the day.
That's Diane Ducey. I am Stevie J. Meet you tomorrow. Jeremy Warner, Austin Berkland, standing by live in Chicago. That's next. Have a great Tuesday. Lieutenant Rich Searles and Skip Frost remember Harley Rutledge.
Harley was a police officer for 21 years, a couple years up in Rantoul, and about 19 for the city of Urbana. While he was at the city of Urbana, he was a patrol officer, field training officer, a state police drug task force inspector, founding member of the Urbana Street Crimes Unit, a patrol sergeant, a detective sergeant, and lastly, a patrol division lieutenant.
And Skip Frost, it was an accident. It was like on a dock, and he fell, and heartbreaking.
It was a shock to all of us, and I know for all his friends, all the law enforcement community that knew him, his wife Mandy and his two children, Hannah and Dylan, it was very much sent shock through the entire community.
He's what you'd want, the kind of guy you'd want to investigate a crime.
Law Enforcement Official of the Month brought to you by SK Exteriors. Their website, callsktoday.com. How would you like to travel to Ireland, the Emerald Isle, with Larry Canfor? You could. Or maybe it's 5 countries and 7 ports during our cruise to Asia in January. 5 countries, 7 ports. Or maybe the beauty of Sedona, Arizona, or the incredible, incomparable Alaska, or a Rhine River cruise to visit the real Oktoberfest. Hi, it's Stevie J, and I invite you to the very first Stevie J Travel meeting to showcase our upcoming year of travel. Join me along with former Busey Pillar Cup director Mary Beth Karasik and Bill Owen, our travel designer. We'll meet at the iHotel and Conference Center July 31st from 4 to 6. And at that meeting, I'll give you a coupon for 20% off at Houlihan's if you'd like to have dinner there that night. Stevie J Travel presents our upcoming travel plans. iHotel and Conference Center, Tuesday, July 31st, 4 to 6 p.m. We will see you there.
Napa know-how.
If you know how to pick something up and put it in a bucket, you know how to save 20%. This week only, buy a Napa bucket for $2.99. Fill it to the top, and boom, you're a savings genius. So hurry in and save, because the Napa 20% off deal ends soon. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating stores, exclusions apply. Minimum 3 items. Offer available July 23rd through July 31st.
Been planning a milestone anniversary trip to Hawaii? Or maybe you're taking the entire family on your first European adventure. Wherever you're planning on going, the U of I Community Credit Union wants you to fly on us. No, we aren't starting an airline, but with the Illini Visa Rewards Card, you can score thousands of points to fly anywhere in the world. Fly on us at the U of I Community Credit Union. Right now, new Illini Visa cardholders will receive 50,000 bonus points when you spend $5,000 or more in purchases within the first 90 days. See the mountains in Colorado, explore the outback in Australia, or check out the northern lights in Alaska or Iceland. Redeem points to fly anytime, anywhere, with no blackout dates, including flights on Southwest and JetBlue. Hurry, this is a limited time offer, so apply online today at IlliniCard.org. That's IlliniCard.org.
U of I Community Credit Union for campus and community.
During warm weather, you need your AC to keep you cool. See your local CarX man right now for an air conditioning performance check starting at $29.99. At CarX Tire and Auto, we can handle everything your car needs from maintenance to repair and can get your air conditioning running perfectly just in time for summer. So don't sweat it. See your CarX man for his $29.99 air conditioning performance check. Visit one of our 12 CarX locations in Central Illinois, including Champaign and Danville.
Don't worry, call the CarX man.
Let's face it, you're never going to get as much sleep as you want. That's why you need to make every hour of sleep you do get really count. Hi, I'm Scott Tannen, founder of Boll & Branch, and I'm going to help you finally get what you really deserve, a great night's sleep with a set of Boll & Branch sheets. Our sheets are handcrafted from pure, fair trade, 100% organic cotton, the softest you'll ever feel, and they get softer over time. They're twice the quality at half the price. Join hundreds of thousands of Americans, including 3 U.S. presidents, who sleep better than ever on Boll & Branch sheets. And make sure to check out our award-winning blankets, towels, and pillows, too. We guarantee you'll sleep better than ever on Boll & Branch sheets. So we let you try them in your home, risk-free for a month. Plus, if you order today, we'll give you $50 off your first set of sheets with promo code SLEEP. That's $50 off at bollandbranch.com with promo code SLEEP. Spelled B-O-L-L and branch.com. Promo code SLEEP.
You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Jeremy Warner Show, welcome back. It's Tuesday morning, back at Big Ten Media Days, and let's just start this one off right. Talking with Illini football coach Lovie Smith here in Chicago. Coach, thanks for joining us right off the bat.
Thanks for having me on. It's always good. You know,